Okay, with the way the metals market is nowadays, the volatility, we're reaching record highs for gold and silver. A lot of fakes and forgeries are out there. I've made several videos, and there are a whole bunch of videos out there on YouTube, how you kind of can protect yourself or check your coins, your stack, either silver or gold or whatever, and verify what you have is real and not counterfeit, fake, or forgery. And you can go with some pretty basic tools. You get a halfway decent little scale. Okay, the ping tester is another affordable thing that works great combined with the free application. Though it doesn't cover everything, it covers a majority of stuff. Having some measuring devices, a precision steel ruler, one in metric, one in English, and an affordable Harbor Freight digital caliper. With these tools alone, it's less than probably $100, you can make a fairly good assessment and detect some fakes. And I've done it. I've made videos showing you how to use these exact things. Now, say you've gotten to a point either where you're buying and selling more, you're actually trading with other people, and you're, and like everyone says, go to a reputable source to buy any of your precious metals, coins, or whatever. And that's true. But generally, these places, you can find better deals. Okay, but now you're moving away from that. The reason they're reputable and the reason they charge you a bit higher premium is because they're guaranteeing you're getting a genuine item. Now, say you go to estate sales or something, or like I said, like me, I'm advancing to where I'm doing more trading outside of just buying things from like JM Bullion, SD Bullion, or any of the online dealers. So you may need something else. And you got a couple choices. Okay, you could go with several products from Sigma Systems, which are quite expensive, and I'm going to review these here in a second. There was something in Europe which is similar to Sigma, a little small thing. I tried investigating that, but when I did find the website, they're not for sale in Canada or the United States. It's basically a European thing, and it works very similar to the Sigma machine. It's a little handheld device. Or you could go with X-ray fluorescence, which is what a lot of dealers use. That is extremely expensive. And so I've been thinking, the reason I'm making this video is I put a lot of thought, I put a lot of research, and spent a lot of hours, and I'm not being sponsored by anybody. And I decided to pull the trigger on a Sigma machine. So let's go and look at the Sigmas, and I'll show you the prices. Like I said, all this stuff here, you got your cell phone already. You're talking all these basic tools less than $100. Now we're going to go up to the next level. Okay. All right, this is the basic Sigma Metalytics tester. How Sigma's machines work is they measure the resistivity of the metal. I have a chart that has a number for all of these different metals, glass, wood, everything. So it can be calculated, and what it does is through the sensor runs an electric charge, or through the wands runs a charge through, and it penetrates, and it tells you more or less, a fancy electrical testing device, what the metal is. And it's got a meter on there. So this one's the basic one with 3 wands. It costs about $1,000. I'm going to give you an approximate price. $1,000 for this. It's pretty simple. It's their first model. It's very basic. And it only works in one direction, penetrating so deep. A lot of people use them. They do work, they do function, but for me, I just wanted more. So now we'll go on to the next one. Okay, the next one is the Pro Mini. This one runs about $1,500. Okay, and it's different to where it measures through, because you see where he's pressing down on the bridge, it'll touch the piece on both sides. So you have the current coming from the bottom, like on the original, and then from the bridge arm, which you push down to the top. The only thing about this, you do need a tablet or some other device to read for your display. It's compact, it's small. You know, if you were going to coin shows and that, and you had a tablet or something with you, you know, you could use this. And the thing about it, for me, it's too small. Okay, my issue is I got a lot of 10-ounce bars and stuff like that, so I need something a little bit more larger, more or less is what it is. But this is pretty good. But then again, remember, you're going from 1,000 to 1,500. Now we're going to go to the next version, which is kind of one of their newest models. Okay, the next one up is what they call the Investor. This machine, I guess Silver Seeker, that's the model he got. And it's almost like the Pro, just like a smaller version. This one is $1,700 with the 3 wands. That's the kind of the going price. It's got its own display. It does measure through, but it doesn't give you, it still gives you that single bar. It doesn't give you the 2 bars like the Pro. Okay? And this would be pretty good if you're just dealing with like 1, 2-ounce coins, 5-ounce bars or something, and the screen isn't that huge. So like if you put a 10-ounce bar on there, I've seen one guy, it'll read it, it'll verify it, but you can't do the measurement for the density because the screen's too small. So that's the one drawback. And so, you know, you're going 1,000, 15, 16, almost 17, a couple hundred more. And that is the price with the 3 different wands, which would be used for penetrating a thicker piece. So, you know, my thinking is, okay, we're already up into the $1,600 level, and let's go on to the next one. Okay, top of the line is the Pro. Has 2 fixed bridges, okay, and how you can buy these will kind of dictate the price. If you just buy the unit with no wands, I've seen them for about $1,700, $1,800. Okay, if you buy them with 2 wands like I did, then it's about $2,000, depending on who you get it from. If you get them with the 3 wands, then it's $2,400. And if you get it with the external bridge, and basically to measure giant bricks and everything with the external bridge will do huge bullion, then it runs that up to about $2,800, and that would be the complete top of the line array. So you do have choices with this machine. This is the machine, after doing all the research and looking around and watching everyone's videos, I decided to go with this machine, because if I'm going to lay out $1,500, $1,600, you know, what's another $400 or $500 to get more? And also another thing, all of these videos that people made about this machine are 6, 7 years old when they first came out. There are 2 models. One's a 600 something series and the 700 series that I got, the newer version. And what the difference is there's more buttons on the newer version. Nobody's ever made a video explaining what the differences between the 2 models are, and that's something I'm going to look into in detail. Okay, so now that's the Sigma line. You can go with other things. We'll get into the X-ray fluorescent testing. Now to go past the Sigma machines, now you get into the XRF or X-ray fluorescent testing, and you'll see a lot of videos of some major coin dealers will have this thing set up on a tripod where they set something in there, close a lid on a little box, turn it on, and it, scientifically breaks the metal down. This is what you'd use for like jewelry or weird pieces. The Sigma machines are set up basically for coins and bars. You're not going to be able to read jewelry with a Sigma. A lot of coin dealers, if you watch the videos, have something like this. So $37,099, $38,000. This is well out of my price range, but that's what you're looking at to go there. And then an actual tabletop unit, like I believe if you ever watched Curse of Oak Island, they got one when they examine all this stuff they dig up. Those must be well over this, triple this amount. I don't even know if they're available. But yes, that's going to the max with X-ray fluorescent testing. So now I'll tell you how I came to my conclusions on what I wanted. Alright, so after watching countless hours of videos from just about every major YouTube channel out there that discusses stacking or precious metals, both people overseas and some very popular channels, and assessing where I'm going and what I'm going to do, I put a lot of thought into this because, like I said, there's a lot of money to lay out, and what my needs are, and will it be worth it? Okay. And I decided to go with the Sigma Pro model with 2 wands. Okay, for me, and it is, I'm not being sponsored. Nobody is lending me this machine for my channel like a lot of these guys. It'll be given to them to do a demonstration with, and then, it's pretty neat. Somebody gives you a $2,000 machine, you check all your stuff, verify it, do a video and send it back to them, and but that's not what's going on here. So I'm going to give an honest evaluation. I put a lot of thought and research into this, and the reason I got this machine is, one, even though $2,000 ain't nothing to sneeze at, the price as compared to going to an X-ray fluorescent machine of $38,000 as compared to, like the manual tools. Great. Okay, so that's where I'm going. I'm going to do an in-depth series of videos on it, talk about the machine in a way that a lot of other guys don't. Okay, and get into details of operating it, and discuss how it works, how good it is. So hopefully it'll work out in the end. So hit the like button, subscribe, stay tuned, and I'll have some videos up here shortly with the Sigma machine. All right, thank you.